to go and see what place is that. That is Shoppers Paradise. More than 40 to 50 malls are there. Each mall have more than 150 outlets, including underground. It's connected. Alright, so you can explore on your own, maybe tonight and tomorrow. Yeah. Alright, so before you all come to Singapore, what you all heard about Singapore? Yes? City high or high, okay. Some more? High-rise building, yes sir.
And cleanliness.
Cleanliness, thank you. Some more? Oh, thank you sir. Singapore?
What is color?
Law. Laws and regulation. Is that? Thank you ma'am, thank you so much.
Sir.
Okay, so many
Explain
nice
good
things. I'm so happy and glad, thank you. And let me share with you what was Singapore. Today you are going to see during the city tour. It's a well-planned, designed island. But let me bring you all back in early 12th and 13th century. There was nothing. It was a jungle and it was known as Temasek. Temasek means sea town, island surrounded by sea. During that time, the people who lived in this island, they known as Orang Laut, meaning sea gypsies, and their main lifeline was fishing. So Singapore, we started at the beginning as a small fishing village. Then what happened? There was a young prince. He was from Indonesia, our neighbors. So one day, this young prince decided to visit to this island and see what was in this island. So according to our legendary stories, when he and his fellow men, when they first reached, they saw a very fearful animal. What it can be?
Lion.
Lion, yes. So Prince Sangnila Utama named this island as Singhapura. Singha means lion, Pura means city. So that's how we got the name Singapore. So he lived and he ruled this island. 1819 was another big turnoff in our history. That was the arrival of British Sir Thomas Stamford Raffles. So Raffles was working for East India Company. During that time, everyone knows Asia and Europe was doing trading. So the company requests Raffles to go and find a place to open up an entry port. Because when you do trading, you need a port to load, unload, to get manpower, to repairs, so all these things. So Raffles went to so many parts of the Asia, he was not satisfied. Finally, when he reached here, he said, I fall in love with the location and the deep sea, so I'm going to open Singapore as a free entry port in 1819. When he first opened, of course you need people to work in the port. So he opened for foreigners. People migrate from China, from India, from Europe and most part of the Asia. As we all know, those days men are the main breadwinners, not the ladies. So the men said, okay, we are going to Singapore, which was known as the land of opportunities. Going to work hard, earn lots of money, or to go back home. But weeks, months, years later, they said, no, we are not going to go. We are going to settle down permanently. 18%. Third, 8 to 9% Indians. Then we have a bit of minorities also. Based on this, we have 4 official languages. English is the main. All the sectors we are using English as our main language. Then we have Mandarin, then we have Malay, and then we have Tamil. These are the other 3 official languages. So Singapore started as a small fishing village, then handed over to British, then slowly developed into a vibrant and a sophisticated country. 1960s, the British realized Singapore, we have the ability to survive on our own. They gave us independence. That time Singapore and Malaysia were together, one. Then we separate. Alright, 1965, 9th of August, we became a fully self-independent country. So how old are we this year? 60 years old. We are very proud. Very proud. We are waiting to celebrate the 60 years of Singapore in 9th of August. But the 60 years are not the easy path for us. Went through lots of challenges, lots of difficulties to come up to this level. So, when we separate from Malaysia, 1965, we were thinking that how Singapore going to survive? We don't have anything, no sand, no paddy field, no fishing, no water, no electricity, only handful of people. How you going to survive? So everybody thought we are going to go down. The little red dot going to disappear. But we were very happy and thankful. During that time, there was a very young and a brave gentleman. He is Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, the father of Singapore. He was there. So he said, of course we got independent. So guys, I'm going to teach you not to say how to eat a fish, how to catch a fish and eat. That is the teaching, the lesson was given from Mr. Lee to us. So he launched, he planned everything for us. It can be our education, it can be our defense, it can be our finance, our tourism, alright, our housing. Everything was planned and decided by Mr. Lee. Today Singapore, from a third world country, we are standing as a first world country. If you are holding Singapore passport, the most valuable passport in the world, number one, how we reach that level? Because of Mr. Lee and the way we progress in a disciplined manner. So let me share with you how Mr. Lee planned the development and the progress of Singapore. First thing Mr. Lee said, you need to build your own people, right? Because when the foreigners, when the investors want to know what country is this to invest, they must have a positive knowledge or view about that place. So he said, we are going to build the infrastructure. So Mr. Lee planned the housing. Every Singaporean must have their own houses. We don't stay in rental houses. For an example, if you finish your registry of marriage, or if you don't want to marry, you want to be a single, you can apply for a house. Alright? So a young couple, you can apply for a 3-room flat. When you have kids, upgrade 4-room, 5-room, executive or mansionette. Once your kids got married, you can downgrade, but you cannot buy more than one, only one, whether you have more money or less money. Orchard Road is the best place to visit because everywhere Christmas trees, Santa Claus, reindeers, free ice cream. Alright, so everything, and that is the biggest celebration year for the tourism sector also. But why we call orchard? Because olden days all these places was belong to the plantation. It mean spices, and even special pepper. So later the plantation was not going on well, so it stopped and handed it over to the prime side. So today you can see, you cannot see any HDB flats. All right, all are private apartments, and the rental is super high because of the shopping area and shoppers paradise. So this is Orchard. Especially if you come in the evening, you will love because all our local, our young people, this is the hangout place. Hotels and malls, restaurants, more than 428 restaurants are there. Some are open until 11:30, 12. And once we pass the traffic light, to my right hand, I'm going to show you our president's house. We call Istana. Istana is a Malay word meaning palace. You cannot see the white, beautiful palace. It's inside, but you can see the gates. And our president is Mr. Dharman Shanmugaratnam. Our Prime Minister, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong. To my right, that is our President's official and residential palace. Yes, all these belong to Orchard. And to my right, this is Dhobi Ghat Station. And yes, I can hear Dhobi Ghat. And why we call Dhobi Ghat? Olden days, there a community lived around here. There was a canal was passing by. Their main lifeline, washing clothes. And Ghat, Ghaut mean they use a wooden, like a planet to rub the clothes. Ah, yes, sir. So, oh, so when now no Dobbies, now only washing machine and dryers. But when we decided to build Dobby, this station, they said we want to remember the past of this place. So they named it as Dobby Ghat Station and the deepest MRT interchange, Dobby Ghat. All right, and to my left hand, after the traffic light, that is SMU, Singapore Management University. Uh, they have total 6 towers, and this is the only university within the city. The main National University of Singapore, that is in Clementi. So SMU. So back to the history again. So housing became the most important thing in our history. So when the government decided to build housing, they won't simply build the housing estate. They make sure the people who are staying there get all the benefits around them. Places of worship, public transportation, neighborhoods. It's completed. Not only that, senior citizen corner, children's playground. All right, we have community centers for your get together and gatherings, and neighborhood police station. It's completed. That's why the locals, when they reach an age around 25, the first thing in their mind is, I want to buy a house. So getting married is your third option. First is buy a house, and then you must have a good bank balance. All right, then only they will think about marriage. Okay, so housing is very important. I will show you later. To my left hand, this is CHIG, Convent of Holy Infant Jesus, and during the British time, French nuns were occupied this place. So that's how English became the first language for the education sector. To my right, Raffles Hotel, one of the great grand old lady in Singapore. British, alright, when they visited, they prefer to stay in this hotel. There are no rooms or suites. There is a bar called Long Bar where you need a dress code to enjoy a very special drink called Singapore Sling. To my left again, okay, later I will show the four pillars here, yeah? That is Civilian War Memorial, 222 feet height. To my right again, Suntec City, one of the biggest convention and the exhibition center and the shopping outlet in Singapore. So Singapore is famous not only tourism, It is famous for MICE events, conferences also, even international exhibitions. So, Suntec City to my right. And in front you can see that is fountain. Alright, the shooting was done here. So we are not allowed to stop our coach because this is a highly security area. So you can see the amount of cameras. So we are going to drive through. You can click the picture. If you Indians, yes, because of that movie. But if you ask our locals, we admire this as fountain of wealth. Take a look. The four legs resemble the four races in Singapore. The ring resemble the unity among our races. We believe you must wish something, a good wish. Walk clockwise 3 times. Go down, touch the water. Your wishes will come true. So to my left, Suntec City. For the Chinese, water means money, not the still water. The water must flow inwards. So wherever they go, wherever they build a fountain or the building look like a fountain or a waterfall. So to my left, Suntec City and Fountain of Wealth. Okay, back to history. So what happened? The housing is a completed one. So there are lots of advantage if you're going to purchase a HDB flat. The government will give you subsidies for the first time buyers. But it's not cheap, huh? It's 99 years old and a normal a normal 3-room flat can cost how much? Around 435 to 490,000 Singapore dollars. So it's quite expensive. Alright, so first time buyers will receive benefits from the government. And not only that, young couples, those who are planning to get married, they also will get benefits because we want younger generation to be more responsible in their decisions. So all these benefits are there if you are going to buy an HDB flat and you are entitled to purchase your own house. Housing Development Board, sir. HDB. Yes, ma'am. Suntec City, it's a huge. You can see a level 1, 2, 3 is shopping hall. Rest all offices, private and government. Yes, and shooting was near the fountain, ma'am.